Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted, the Speed Learner. I am not expecting anybody in the room tonight. If I get some, that's great, but I know I probably will not get anybody in the room tonight. That is mainly because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this, and that's going to happen sometimes. Sometimes I'm just not going to be able to just suddenly tell you guys I'm on the air. And the main reason for that is because of my schedule. Okay, so it's really not my fault, but I do have some good news. I just found out tonight that my local Walmart is going to be it's going to stay open until 10 o'clock instead of 8:30. Now, that's good news for me because if I do have a day off, I could do a live stream early and then go off to Walmart and do some shopping and get that done, and I wouldn't be in a rush to try to buy groceries. And that's a good thing. Okay. Now then, another good thing that's going to happen is that I am receiving some training at my retail outlet that's going to give me an interesting position. And when that happens, I'm going to be able to do things that I haven't been able to do in a long time. I'm going to actually have, because I've been working almost every night, literally. And now it's going to vary a little bit. Okay. And that's great. But it will give me more time. It'll give me more flexibility. Not a lot of flexibility, but it will give me more flexibility. Okay. So that will be a little different. I won't go into anything I'm doing right now, but anyway, another thing that's going to change tonight, and I hope that I think it's like SDS BBQ and Valerie Reese and Danny Watts and the Beautiful Golden Hour. And I know that Crazy Josh Cravey is going to watch this. I know that Survival on a Budget on Made Easy. Hello and good evening from Josh, Audrey, and Dylan. Hello, hello, hello. I know you guys are watching. And even if you're not watching this very second, when you do rerun this live stream, you're going to be watching this, and I'm hoping to get a few more, okay? I'm going to present to you guys tonight a secret that YouTube does not want you to know. You're like, wait a minute. There's a lot of things that YouTube does not want you to know. Well, this is definitely one of them. Because if you knew this and you were able to share it with all of your subscribers, your audience would go up, guaranteed. Before I tell you about that, because I'm going to do an actual video and I'm going to send it out and we're going to get this fixed once and for all. All right. Now, the other thing is that I had mentioned in a previous live stream about how to schedule tweets on Twitter. I have been scheduling tweets. As a matter of fact, throughout the entire Republican National Convention, I actually scheduled tweets to go out every half an hour. 24 hours a day for 4 days straight. My ratings went up. There is no doubt about it. They didn't go up super high, but they did go up. Well, there's something else you don't know, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. But what I'm going to tell you next is also going to get your ratings up once your subscribers know about it. But I do want to emphasize with you right now that if you are not telling your subscribers, Crazy Josh Cravey says, we are watching on the couch and eating donut holes. Can you email me one? Okay. Anyway, if you are not telling people about the end screens and the cards that appear on the top of the videos, that's part of the reason why you're not getting good views. I can tell you right now that some of the people have finally come to the realization about the YouTube cards and also the YouTube end screens. And some of my videos actually have end screens now. Okay. There you go. So if you're not telling about the cards and the end screens, you're doing yourself a disservice. Really. Now, as for the thumbnails, you've been wanting to know how the thumbnails did. I didn't see a lot of improvement. I did see a little, but not anything to get overjoyed about. Now, I'm sure at some point in the future, people will start seeing this, and finally. But I will tell you, this is true. that when I did change the thumbnails and then I went ahead and did that tweet-a-thon, some people started retweeting my videos. That was an improvement. And I saw that and I was like, okay, so that did fix some things. Wasn't a lot, but it did fix some things. But another thing I want to tell you guys about tonight was that I did watch Bill and Ted's Face the Music. Okay. Now, I have seen scenes from the most recent Terminator movie. Of course, I've seen scenes from the Rise of Skywalker. And of course, you already know I did a review on Ghostbusters 2016. Don't even get me started there. Kevin was stupid. We got it. We got it within the first 5 minutes of the film. They did not have to enhance it. Of the 3 films I just told you about, the Terminator one, the Rise of Skywalker, and of course that Ghostbusters 2016, they way overemphasized the female characters. They really did. They were like, we're going to stick them out there. You have to see them. If you want to blend them into a story, that's fine. But don't shove it down our throats type thing. Okay. This one, on the other hand, I have to say, no doubt about it, the daughters of Bill and Ted did very well. Whoever performed those 2 roles, those 2 did real well. They weren't shoved in our faces. They were just blended in with the story, and it worked. It worked really well. As a matter of fact, my greatest critique of Bill and Ted's Face the Music, my greatest critique, is Ted himself, for one reason and only one reason. He was too quiet. He needed to be more boisterous. That's all. The rest of it worked. It really was a good movie. As for Rufus's daughter, she was a little weak too. I'll give you that. But she wasn't that bad. She was okay. See me? So it wasn't like it was something tremendously bad. It was just, yeah, she was kind of a mediocre character. She could have had a little more enthusiasm. But other than that, the movie worked. It really did. But I will do a full review on it one of these days, and I will tell you what I think about it. And I have to say, it was a pretty good film. If you guys have not seen it yet, you need to. This one was good. I have to hand it to them. This one was good. I actually bought it. Yep. It's rare whenever I buy something like that, but that one was good. And I had to say, this one was really good. They blended the characters well. Would I want to see the daughters of Bill and Ted again? Yes, I would. I absolutely would. They really did it well. And that, I don't say that very often. Would I want to see Sarah Connor in the film again? Unless they change her character a great deal and they bring John Connor back. No. The end on that. Too bad. Would I want to see those Ghostbusters again? No, I would never want to see those people again. Ever. Would I want to see anything like the Rise of Skywalker? Not unless they shift all that around. From what I've seen so far from the Rise of Skywalker, boring. But I will review it one of these days. One of these days I'll get on the air and I will review the whole dang thing for you. Just give me time. First I got to buy it and then I'll review it for you. But if I ever buy it and review it, I will tell you what's wrong with the Rise of Skywalker. You wait. You just wait. But anyway, so we're going to do 2 things tonight, and I'm hoping not to spend too much time on either one. I'll probably be on here for about an hour, and that will probably be about it. Okay, so, but we're going to do 2 things tonight. One, I'm going to tell you about the community tab. For those of you who have a desktop or laptop, that is real easy. If I was to send out a post on my community tab to all of you, if you had a laptop or a desktop, you could see those posts almost immediately. But what if you're watching from your phone? Can you see it then? The answer is not without my help. And for those of you who actually went to my Speed Learner fan page, and yes, I've made more than one post to my Speed Learner fan page. I don't know whether you guys have seen that or not, but I did. One of the posts was about this community tab. Okay. And I have, as you saw, I had 3 pictures there, and I'm going to put those in my video. I'm going to actually record a video in just a second. I'm going to actually talk about those 3 photos, and then I'm going to place those 3 photos into the video. You're not going to see my face. You're just going to see the 3 photos. Now, I see there's like 4 people now on my live stream. Welcome. Let me know who you are, because I don't know who you are. It's ILRSNC. Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see you. Anyway, always remember, folks, that when I'm doing these live streams, you can rewind. You can watch the whole thing from beginning to end. Okay? So you're not missing anything. I do want to apologize to Danny Watts for the lateness of the hour. I'm sorry this had to be this way. But like I said, between the scheduling shifts that are going to start taking place at my workplace, plus the fact that Walmart now is going to be open till 10 o'clock, so I can actually shift around my schedule a little bit, go shopping when I need to go to shopping, and then be here for a live stream when I need to earlier in the day, it's going to make some difference. It really is. Even with retail Christmas. Now, there will be times, like tonight, that I will be on a little bit later, but that's okay. You can still reply to me, and I will reply back. That is not a problem. Just let me know what you think, and I will reply back. But to begin this tonight, hold on. I did get a comment tonight. Let's see. And I just read it like 5 minutes ago. And I wanted to go ahead and tell you what kind of a comment I got. And let's see. And it's a comment from Frostfight87. Okay, sorry. Frostfight87 space 12 commented the following. Now, this was in reference to my video about Amanda Kaufman. He says, my man got mad because she didn't walk away with dignity and be a professional. Quite the interesting topic. Thank you for watching. And if you have any further commentary, thank you. Let me know. I'd love to hear more from you. And I'm sorry I don't have a card on that particular video. I wasn't really sure what to pair it up with. I mean, what was I going to send you to after that? I really didn't know. If you have a suggestion on that, I'd love to know that one. But if you have a suggestion, let me know. But anyway, so there you are. But we will cover tonight. I don't know if I've gotten any other feedback. I know I got. Let me check this real quick. I just want to see if I had get. Oh, no. Forget it. Okay, forget that. Let's go ahead. Sorry, I'm getting a little thirsty here. All right. I got a question for all of you before I begin this one. How many of you people have seen my post from the last, say, week or so on my Speed Learner fan page on Facebook? How many of you actually see my posts? I'd like to know. They were very important posts. I'd love to hear from you on those. Please let me know. Anyway, while you're doing all that, I'm going to go over here to my 3 photos. Aha. Okay. Now that we're here with the 3 photos, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my camera here. I figured, why waste my new camera when my old camera is doing just fine and it can record things here at the house until we I want to use my new camera when I'm out doing parades and that kind of thing. I am sorry about no Labor Day parade. There's not going to be a Labor Day parade here in Decatur. I'm sorry about that. You know how that goes. But anyway. All right. So we're going to fix this problem with the community tab. I hope a bunch of you start watching this and share it. It's not just I want you to watch it. I want you to tell your people about this, because it's not just about my videos, because I know that some of you also have this community tab and you want to tell your subscribers things. They may never receive the message. Why? You're going to find out why in just a little bit. Most of it has to do with the fact they're watching you on their smartphones instead of their laptops or desktops. And I'll get into that in the video when I turn the camera on. Okay? So are you guys ready for all of this? Oh, one other thing. Even though I am not going to review Bill and Ted Face the Music, I am going to review Demolition Man tonight. That's right. I'm going to review Demolition Man tonight, and you're going to hear it. So I hope you relax. We're going to learn some things. As you can see, I got my little book here. I actually took the time, watched Demolition Man. I've watched it many times before, but I watched it and took notes. And I have to say that Demolition Man did pretty good, but there were a lot of questions I had. Some of it I just kind of let go because of the future tech and all this other stuff, but some of it I was like, really? Okay. But anyway, we'll get into that in a little bit. But right now, we're going to fix the community tab problem. All right. Are you guys ready? Oh, I see I have a fourth person in my room. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ted the Speed Learner. Please tell me who you are. I'd love to hear from you. So whoever you are, please tell me who you are, and I'd love to hear from you. So I'll give you just a moment. Oh, and that person left. Okay. Yeah. That person might be back too. Who knows? You never know on a live stream. Okay, here we go. Turning the camera on. Let's see. There, that's better. And good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner. And tonight, I'm going to discuss the YouTube Community tab. Now, the first thing I want to discuss about the YouTube Community tab and the little secret behind it is that those YouTubers that have over 1,000 subscribers, once you get 1,000 subscribers, you get this community tab. And what you can do is you can actually send messages to every one of your subscribers all at once. Bet you didn't know that. I happen to have almost 2,000 people subscribed to me right now, so I can send a message to all of them. The problem is they're not all getting my messages. Why? Well, a lot of them do not have a laptop or a desktop anymore. Okay? And I'll talk about that in just a second, but the first thing I wanted to say before I go any further is that I'm doing a live stream right now. Okay, and my laptop is right in front of me, and I don't have particular notes on the laptop right now, but I do have photos that I'm going to be referring to. Now, as you watch this video, okay, you're going to actually see the photos on your screen, whether it be your computer screen, your television screen, or your smartphone. Doesn't matter. You're going to actually see these photos. However, because I'm doing this live stream right now, the people watching the live stream won't see it. Now, give me 1 second to pause here. We have a fourth person on our live stream tonight. Well, we did. And I welcome you all to my Speed Learner channel. And whenever you show up here, please let me know who you are, because I don't always know. Okay, now back to the subject here at hand. I also wanted to let you guys know as you're watching this, we have Martin Gaming RS. Good evening, Ted. It's a pleasure to be here. It is a pleasure to see you as well. Thank you for joining in. Okay, now, I know I'm kind of going back and forth here. I also wanted to let those that are not watching the live stream, but are actually going to watch this particular video as I record it, that on many of my videos, you're going to actually see cards on the top of the video. If you click those cards as you're watching those videos, you will be sent to a related video. If you watch the video all the way to the end, not this particular video, but I have some other videos. If you watch them all the way to the end, especially by music reviews or stuff like that, you will actually see cards at the end of the video. There'll be 2 of them. And they will take you to related videos. For instance, I made a video about the Samsung J3 Orbit smartphone. It's the beginning of a tutorial. I've already got 3 parts of that tutorial right now, and soon I will have a 4th part to this, and there'll be several more. And not only do they have cards on the videos, but they also have things at the end to show you which videos that I'm going to take you to next. Okay. I've recently discovered I was robbed of all my money. Now I work in retail. I'm sorry you went through all that. I really am. All right. That's from Martin Gaming RS. All right. Now, back to the topic at hand. For those of you who don't know, my channel has a community tab. And for those that have a desktop or laptop, if I send a message from my community tab to you, you can see it pretty quickly. What if you have a smartphone? Okay. For those of you who are watching me on my live stream, for those of you who are watching me on your video, I want you to grab your smartphone right now. Okay? I want you to turn it on. Okay? If it's not on right now, turn it on. All right. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to find, hold on. Go to all your apps. One of your apps should be, all right. Martin Gaming RS says, does it matter which version my smartphone is? No, it does not, because what you're trying to find is an app. You're going to find your YouTube app. Now, for those of us who are YouTube creators, we have not only the YouTube app, but we have the YouTube Creators app. You don't want to go to the Creators app. You just want to go to the regular YouTube app. The regular YouTube app just has the play button. Okay, the Creators app actually has the cogwheel. Okay, so you don't want the one with the cogwheel. You want the one with the regular YouTube. All right, tap the YouTube app. Okay, now I want you to take a look along the bottom. Okay, now that you got it on, I want you to take a look along the bottom. You're going to see symbols and words. The first symbol you're going to see is a house, and it says home. Don't worry about that one right now. The next one is going to say explore, and it has a little compass on there. That's the one you would use if you wanted to see what videos were out there. You wanted to see who was putting up what. Okay. The next one I want you to focus on is subscriptions. This is the one I want you to tap. Now, if you're watching me on the regular video and not on the live stream, you are actually seeing a photo right now. And I actually have a big yellow arrow pointing down to the subscriptions symbol. It looks like a whole bunch of YouTube play buttons. Okay, stacked one behind the other. All righty. Now, I see we have a 4th person in our live stream. If you haven't told me who you are yet, please tell me who you are. I'd love to hear from you. This is Ted the Speed Learner. Please tell me who you are. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, now I know there are 2 other buttons that are on the bottom of the screen. One's for notifications, and you see the notifications bell. The other one is library, and you see the YouTube play button and a few things back behind it. Don't worry about the notifications. Don't worry about the library. I want you right now to tap the subscriptions button. Okay. Now, if you are watching me on the regular video and not on the live stream, you are seeing a second picture right at this very moment. All right. I want you to look at towards the top. The arrow points right up to the top. You're going to see words. One says all, another one says today, another one says continue watching, another one says unwatched, another one says live, another one says posts, and then the last one says settings. Okay, now in order to see some of those words, you're going to have to swipe to the right. Okay. Now, give me just a second here. Martin Gaming RS says, Ted, I've seen your stuff. I quite enjoy it. I would love to know more about your past and you as a person. Okay, well, I'll get into that just a little bit, but right now I want to finish this tutorial. So hang in there, folks. All right, so as I was saying, once you've hit the subscription symbol, which is the one with the play button and all the play buttons behind it, then you looked up at the top of the screen, you saw the words all, today, continue watching, unwatch, go all the way, swipe all the way to the right, and now I want you to tap posts. All right, now you are seeing yet another photo, okay? And once you hit posts, I want you to start swiping up. And as you do, you will at a certain point see posts that people like me have made on our community tab. Then you'll know whether we've done something that we want you to know. Okay? And why does YouTube not tell you guys this? Well, mainly because they want you to watch the most popular videos. They don't want you to necessarily watch who you really subscribe to, which I think is ridiculous. But that's what they want you to do. So it is really up to you to not only follow the instructions I just made in this video, which was step 1, go to your subscriptions, which is right there on the bottom of your screen, tap in, then swipe to the right until you get to the word posts, then tap that, and then scroll through your posts. When you do that, you will actually see messages from my community tab or from anybody else's community tab. Whoever has a community tab, you'll actually see posts like that. And we want you to see that because you are actually missing out. The people that you're subscribed to are trying to communicate with you and you don't know it. And YouTube does not want you to know it, but I want you to know it. So this is what I want you to do. And like I said earlier in the video, I also want you to be aware that there are cards that a lot of these videos, it's not just my channel, a lot of channels have these cards. You just didn't know how to click them. Well, now you do. And thirdly, and most important, if you're watching a video all the way through and you suddenly see cards, click them. You will see more content from that creator, especially me. And I may put more in-screen cards on some of my videos. I may put more cards up on the top of the screen, depending on the video. If I can find something that's related, I'm going to do that. And you can go from one video to the next video to the next video to the next. Also, if the YouTube creator has a Twitter page, which I do, okay, and if you need the address to that, you let me know and I'll give you the address. You can actually see posts that I made on Twitter. I actually have a Speed Learner fan page on Facebook as well. And if you need to know that information, you can go to my Navigating My YouTube Channel 2020 Laptop Edition. And you can go to that particular video and you can actually see a link in the description box to my fan page. You can join that fan page. I also have a link to a fan page that I have specifically for looking for Lincoln signs and for my Route 66 signs. Though they're not really my signs, but I videotaped all of them. Okay? Or really quite a lot of them, actually. I haven't videotaped them all, but I'm working on that. And maybe by the time you watch this, okay. All right. So, I wanted to tell you about all this because you may not know this. And there's another thing you probably don't know, and that is that I have Kindle books. I actually have 4 of them on Amazon Kindle. You can buy them. They're $5 a piece. You can read them. You'll learn a lot of stuff from them. Okay? If you need to know more information about that, just go to my Navigating My YouTube Channel 2020 video, and I'll tell you about that. All right? So, anyway, I wanted to thank you very much for watching this little presentation. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. Woo! I didn't think I could get through that, but I did. But that was a lot of information I put into one single video. Will I put cards and end screens on that? Maybe. It will depend on whether I can find something related. I may actually shift people from that particular video to the one where I described the lowercase letter I, which is the actual card that I was talking about that usually appears on the top of the video. Okay, so I might just do that. Anyway, Martin Gaming RS says, do you have a MySpace? That's still my main social media app. I do. I never get on it anymore. I really don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't. But you can definitely join up with my Speed Learner fan page on Facebook. You can communicate with me on Twitter. I am more than happy to hear from you. So, and you can always leave me a message right here on YouTube, whether it be my live streams or anywhere else. Let me know. I want to hear from you. I really do. So, anyway, did you guys learn what I needed you to learn tonight? What did you think? I want to hear. I'm going to drink something, and then I'm going to let you guys, as I'm drinking, let me know what you thought of what I just said. Whew. Okay. Well, you can continue letting me know what you thought of the video I just did. Even if you're watching me later on, please let me know what you thought about what I just told you. A lot of stuff. Martin Gaming RS said, I've had a lot of similar thoughts on YouTube. It's like the system is made to fail. No, the system is made to keep certain people on the top and nobody else sees anybody else. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep you guys off the partnership program, and I'm trying to get you guys on it. So not only did I want you guys to know this information, but I want you to share the video I just made with all of your subscribers, because I want them to know it too. Not just for my sake, but also for yours. It will definitely get you more views. Okay. Now then, let's go to video number 2. We always save the best for last. We are going to review tonight. It's a real shame that YouTube cares about its money and not the creators. I totally agree with you, Crazy Josh Cravey, but we're going to beat that. That's why I'm here. That's why you have the Speed Learner. Okay? So, I want you guys to pay attention to my community tab. If you have not been to my Twitter page, go to my Twitter page. Right now, I'm running a tweetathon. It's what I call a tweetathon. I am having a tweet appear every half an hour for over 24 hours. Yeah, wait, whoa. I did that for 4 days straight. I don't know whether you were aware of this or not, but I did. All through the Republican National Convention, I was tweeting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why? Because I scheduled tweets like that. I really did. And boy, my ratings changed. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the hashtag YouTube, I put it in there, but basically it's useless. But YT creators, on the other hand, I get hits from that. And you will too if you use it. So just a little heads up on that stuff like that. Whew. The thumbnails, like I said, they didn't do a whole lot of good, but it wasn't that they didn't do any good at all. There will be more of them. I'll be switching out some thumbnails, especially on the music videos. I'll be doing that. So, anyway, let's review Demolition Man. Whoops. I know I should probably have a fireplace here, so I can say, like in the E.F. Hutton commercials. Here's my fireplace. Yeah. No, I'm not going to get a bubble pipe so you guys go, oh, look at that. That would be interesting, but I wouldn't do that. Anyway. All right, we have a fourth person in our live stream tonight. Please let me know who you are. I would love to hear from you. I am Ted the Speed Learner, so please let me know who you are. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Okay. Finally found the notes for Demolition Man. Let's turn the camera back on so I can get this done. The main reason I do these kind of things is that let's see. Martin Gaming RS says it would be fun to put colored bubbles in a bubble pipe. That would be fun. The main reason I make these smaller type videos is because I don't want somebody to have to go through my entire live stream just to see valuable information. And so I cut that part out and put it in a regular video so people can actually see that. And besides, with some of these videos, I have to show illustrations, and it's hard for me to show those illustrations on my live stream. Oh, sure, I could make great big posters of stuff and say, hey, look at this. But that would be annoying, irritating, and I don't want to do that. So let's just do what I want to do. Okay? Here we go. Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and tonight I am going to actually review the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes in it. Okay? And I watched the whole movie. Generally speaking, it was a wonderful film. It's a fun film. The expletives, well, you kind of have to be a little more adultish to appreciate that. But, you know, I don't exactly teach expletives here, nor do I condone them. But, I mean, it went kind of along with the movie, so why not? But anyway, overall, the film was pretty decent. I actually give it a solid B, but I want to see if you can answer these questions. I have a lot of questions about this movie, and I want you to see if you could actually answer these questions. So I give this movie a solid B. It is not particularly for kids, but whatever. Anyway. Alrighty, let's start now. If you're gonna watch this particular video of mine, take the Demolition Man DVD, or if you've got it on your Roku or something like that, go ahead and start it from the beginning and see if you can answer these questions. And if you can't, maybe you can find somebody who can. All right. At the beginning of the movie, you're telling me that all the crooks were there, and of course they were just launching all kinds of projectiles, and none of them could ever aim their projectiles correctly at John Spartan? Are you kidding me? Really? And where did Simon Phoenix get all of that gasoline? I'd like to know that too. And now you tell me, you're telling me that John Spartan was not smart enough to figure out what Simon Phoenix was going to do with that cigarette? Really? And where did Simon Phoenix get so much of that flammable material? And this would be the kind of flammable material that could turn a building into dust. Okay? You tell me where Simon Phoenix got all that material. Oh, and they didn't perform any autopsies on the people that were in the building and find out how they really perished? Really? Oh, and the police actually had cryo freezers. They had cryo freezer technology in 1996. Really? I never saw that in the headlines. That must have been some secret society or something. I don't know. And the liquid that they submerged John Spartan in didn't fill his lungs and cause him to perish. Really? Uh-huh. Now, before I go on here, I am doing a live stream right now, and that's why you're seeing me at an angle. So bear with me. And you're telling me that John Spartan was frozen that quickly with this special liquid? Really? Mm-hmm. Now, since John Spartan's brain was being reprogrammed, why didn't his brain age? Obviously, his body wasn't aging, but why didn't his brain age? Let's know that. And no one noticed the spray paint apparatus? Really? And they didn't notice the periscope either? You got to be kidding me. Lieutenant Huxley doesn't know what code 187 is. Now, I could have understood the others in the police department, but she didn't know what code 187 was? Really? And police officers are sent out, but they don't know how to apprehend a subject. Really? That's interesting. Oh, and they had live ammunition in a museum. Name one museum you've ever been to that had live ammunition. I'd like to know that one. Now, well, there was something electrical that was going on, and I think it was during that fight that was going on in the museum. But you're telling me that the electric shock did not permanently injure the brain of Simon Phoenix? And before I go on here, hello, Rob. Glad to see you here. Thanks for joining us. All right. Oh, and no one bothered to check. No one bothered to check John Spartan's ID when he paid a visit to Raymond Cocteau. Really? I'd like to know that one. And why did John Spartan waste so much ammunition destroying all those screens? I'd like to know that. I mean, didn't John Spartan realize he was wasting ammunition? Raymond Cocteau didn't notice John Spartan leaving the room. He didn't notice that at all? Huh. Right. John Spartan is an expert shot, and he missed Simon Phoenix. I'd love to know that one. And the 1970 car. Okay, nice car. It still had gasoline in it, so it could drive. Right. And then on top of that, they push this button, and the elevator goes up, and it goes right through the museum floor. How does that happen? I'd like to know that. And remember that 1970s car didn't just have fuel in the gas tank. It was fully functional. People actually kept up that 1970 car. Really? Okay. Now, obviously, Simon Phoenix, during the chase scene, was firing projectiles directly at the 1970 car. You know he struck the radiator, and the car still functioned. Really? Oh, and now I know they have things like Fix-A-Flat. Okay, granted. But what technology makes a tire just suddenly reinflate as if it had never been struck by any object? Really? Okay. Now you got to keep in mind that John's head hit the concrete. Okay, they're in the car chase. John's head hit the concrete. He's not bleeding. He has received a brain injury. Really? Uh-huh. How does that happen? Okay. Oh, and John Spartan just conveniently not only had the key to get into the prison, but knew what they only had. They only had one key to get in the prison. What prison only has one key? Honestly, usually you have a set of keys, and then you have to figure out which one will let you into which door. Yeah, right. Oh, and where did John Spartan and Simon Phoenix, now both of them, at the end of the movie, they're just well stocked with ammunition. How did that happen? Seriously, folks? I'd love to see the answers to any of this. Go ahead, put them down here in the comments below. I'd like to see you guys answer those questions. I could have asked more. Some of the stuff I was kind of lenient on because I knew that it was futuristic and they could have come up with a technology here or a technology there, and I could have explained everything. But some of this you just can't explain, even with future tech. There's just no way. So I'd like to see your answers to all this. All right. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this little presentation. Maybe you can answer any of these questions, and I look forward to your answers. So I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned. What did you guys think about that? Can any of you answer those questions? I'd like to see you try. All right. Final comments on Bill and Ted Face the Music. Really good film. Like I said, I give it a solid B, mainly because of the character Ted and how it was just his voice. It wasn't loud enough. It really wasn't like Bill's. It really wasn't. But overall, the movie was good. If you have not seen it yet, please go see the movie. Rufus's daughter is a little dull, needs to be a little bit more pepped up. But aside from that, it really wasn't a bad movie at all. Now then, I'm going to try tonight, as I prepare myself for bed, I'm going to try to get the video about the community tab up right away. The other one will not be going up tonight. It will actually be going up sometime this week. Mainly because, one, I got to get a thumbnail for it. Number two, it's just mostly, it's not as important as the community tab video. So I wish I had more videos for you tonight, but I just really have not had the time. I had a lot of time over my vacation. I was able to prepare a lot of notes. You saw a great big live stream on that. But as far as time, it's time not always works for me. So I do apologize for the lateness of the hour, but it was unavoidable, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching me tonight. Is there anything that you guys particularly want? I know that Martin Gaming RS wanted to know some things about my particular past. Some of that I've already covered in previous videos. If there's something specific that you want to know, let me know and I'll tell you what I can tell you. If you guys are watching me right now, there is a special deal on Vudu. If you buy Bill and Ted Face the Music and you have not owned a digital copy of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, you can get all three for $35. Very good price. So hopefully you'll check that out. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to know from me? Well, for those of you who do not have a desktop or laptop, I will make a personal recommendation. I show people how to install Ubuntu Linux into a desktop or a laptop. Buy one of those used desktops or laptops, take the hard drive out, put another one in. They cost about $60, and then install Ubuntu Linux for free. It's really easy to do, and I want you to do it because the YouTube studio that you see in your laptop or desktop is not the same as what you see in your smartphone. It really isn't. And there are some features in there that you will not see in the other one. So, woo. As a matter of fact, my laptop that I'm talking to you on right now has Ubuntu Linux. The only thing I really don't like about Ubuntu Linux is that the interface of the mouse is a little slow. That's not all that great, but the rest of it's pretty good. So anyway, anything else you guys want to talk to me about? Feedback, anything? Again, I want to apologize to Danny Watts for not being here like I wanted to be. So let me know what you think. I really want to hear from you. All right. I'm sorry for the shortness of the live stream. That will happen from time to time. The live streams will not be big and wonderful. Sometimes I'm going to do a live stream and I will pop up a whole bunch of videos, slam it to you all at once. But other times, not so much. I do want to remind you people that when it comes to this community tab video, don't run Linux on a hard drive. Solid state drives and even M2s are just cheap these days. Oh. Well, the only reason why I run it on a hard drive is because I run database applications. I run the Exist database, and it's a lot easier to run that Exist database from the hard drive than to try to run it from solid state drives and M2s, mainly because the USBs on these older laptops are not as efficient as modern day laptops. And this is a really old laptop, and it was dirt cheap to just throw in a hard drive and perform my techniques. But that for database applications, I would say yes, I would definitely run on a hard drive. Otherwise, you're probably right. If you're just using it for standard whatever, that's fine. But if you're actually going to do database applications, like I try to teach it here on my YouTube channel, I don't know if you've watched my HTML videos. Do go see those. You will see I have 158 lessons. And by the time you get closer and closer to the 158th, you will see that I'm actually running database applications through Exist. And like I said, I'd rather run that through a hard drive internally. Other than that, you're right. So unless you're running database stuff, Rob's right. He really is. So database stuff you want to run through a real hard drive. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. So I will give Rob that one. So anyway, okay, Rob says, "Oh, that's fair. Good." So, all right. So, is there anything else you guys want me to cover or anything? And keep in mind that I do read my comments, and I had some pretty weird ones earlier in the week, but I'm not going to tell you about those. Those were weird. Like what? But anyway, so let me know what's going on. I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can. And like I said, don't forget some of the videos actually do have cards on the top of the screen. Some of them have in-screen cards. Click them. You'll be taken to related videos. If you watch one of my videos and you think I have a related video to that one, let me know and I'll see if it's really related. And I may just go ahead and put an end screen or another card and send you to a related video. Because sometimes I don't know. And if you really think that one video and this other video are related enough where they could connect together, that's fine. I would love to connect them. But I just want to make sure I have two videos that will actually go together. Because I don't want to send somebody to some random video. That I don't want to do. So, I do know that probably what I should do is take the Arctic Air video, connect it to the Comfort Click Belt video, and also the classic Nintendo. I have a joystick video. And I should join those three together. And I may just do that at some point. But you will see some shifts in thumbnails. I will make more thumbnails. So I know I've been talking you guys' socks off. I am sorry about that. When I run out of material, that's what I do. I kind of babble on. So if you guys happen to watch Bill and Ted Face the Music, let me know what you think about it. Anyway, I'm going to conclude this for now, mainly because I do have to go to work tomorrow and I need to get myself ready for it. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Do share the community tab video the very second it's posted. I will put it on my community tab. I will also put it on Twitter so you guys know where it's at. You may even get notified of it. Please share that one with everybody. That one needs to go out. And just say, hey, you guys need to see this. Other than that, if you want to share my video about Demolition Man, you're more than welcome to do so. You want to share my video about It's a Wonderful Life or whatever, please do so. All right. I hope you guys enjoy my tweet-a-thons. I put up about 30 to 50 videos throughout the course of a 24-hour day. And I'd love to hear from you. All right. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.